Oh, bro, you make me laugh, bro. That's a good podcast, though. That's a good podcast.
Yeah, shout out.
What?
Welcome back to the Spoken Word podcast. With my guy CJ, the grafter, and
Uh,
Jay with the zero hat and the messy hair and beard. But go on, let's go.
yeah, man, let's go, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a while since we recorded, man. About like, what, 3 weeks, innit?
I mean, the last show I checked when I checked on my show on it says two, but it's 2.5. It's almost three.
Yeah, about Greenwood, innit, man?
Yeah.
We got a fairly decent explanation for why we've been absent for some time. Basically, I'm not sure you people, well, you probably some of you people know if you've seen the news. There's a mold issue going around when it comes to like council houses and stuff like that, council estates. And I suffered that issue recently as well in it. So I've had to move out pretty much because it wasn't as bad as like I don't know if you've seen have you seen G&B this week? Well,
No,
because I want
me.
to give him a shout. I want to give him a shout as well, man. A
I haven't.
20,
I haven't. I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing about the GMB.
yeah. Quajo Twinab. I don't want to butcher. I'll just say his first name. Yeah, Quajo. Yeah, big shout out to him, man. Exposing these frauds, man. These councils, man, and these housing associations, man. They're criminal, man. These men are getting away with murder, fam. And there's mold issue I've been having for some time as well. And I mean, in recent years, I haven't had it for about a good 2 years. The last time I had this issue was probably before lockdown, and it just flared up recently, innit? And bro, it got so bad, yeah. I had to chuck out half my clothes in my wardrobe, innit?
That's all
And
nice.
like, and you know what? And you've seen it firsthand as well, innit? With my floor. You remember you used to come to my
Yeah, I used to wonder. I did used to
yeah,
wonder when I came around why the floor. Mostly, you don't live
yeah,
like no. You don't live like someone that don't live nowhere. Like your house is clean. Like you look. I mean, you look after yourself. So I was just thinking, why does the floor? Because on the floor, it wasn't like there was mess on the floor. The floor is a normal floor, but
yeah,
then just these things, I was like, these stains, like looking like, and I was like, what's going on?
yeah, yeah.
And so I think that's the
I,
first thing I wondered about it.
Yeah, so you've seen it firsthand how bad it can get. Because I used to have carpet and I took it up. I didn't want carpet anymore, so I had like towels in there
Yeah.
in my bedroom. And then all this yellow stuff used to come up. I'm like, it just look nasty, bro. Like you probably, and what's embarrassing as well is that if people come in, probably think that's like, well, what's wrong with you? From you like you got a hygiene issue or something. It's like, no, it's not even that. It's just like where I live in the block here. It's an old build as well, isn't it? So that happened. That was about a couple of years ago. Got that fixed. Yeah, that took ages, innit, man? Calling up the council and all that, arranging appointments. Like my mom taking days off work, and then they're not coming as well. They're canceling, whatever. Just a headache, innit? But yeah, like I said recently, yeah, my wardrobe. I had to chuck out half my clothes, bro. I went in my wardrobe about a week ago or so, or 2 weeks ago. I didn't even notice it. I open wardrobe and literally half my clothes just covered in mold in it. Luckily enough, shit I don't really wear anymore anyway. There's only one item I'm actually pissed about. It's like a pair of black jean shorts, like from Hollister. I used to wear them all the time, and that's the only thing I'm gonna miss in it. And my cap as well, but my Tommy Hilfiger cap. Sometimes we're on a podcast. I had to dash that out, and yeah, man. And what happened was what my mom would come in my room like, oh, it smells in it, stinks in it, and I couldn't smell anything because I had COVID in December in it. And then some disorientated my smell. So sometimes I can smell things, sometimes I can't. And certain things, like aftershave or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like some when I put on aftershave, it smells horrible for me, innit? But obviously when I put on, I know it's gonna smell nice for other people, innit? Yeah.
Oh, to you,
So
aftershave now smells horrible to you now.
yeah, so my smell's disorientated. So if things smell different than they actually are. So something like perfume aftershave should be like smell nice and it smell fresh in it. To me, it just smells like it's a bit horrible. Innit? Or some
Right. So imagine
yeah.
this, yeah, obviously to put a like a joke on it. So if you was if you was around a girl and she's got
Mm.
perfume, you probably think is that the equivalent of her you thinking that she's got BO or something?
Yeah, bro, smelly vag or something, innit? Like,
That's mad.
it's-
Oh shit.
yeah. So, or sometimes, yeah, because it's weird. It's yeah, my smell's just all over the place at the moment. And so, and I'm someone like when I smell something, I'm like, I'm quick to react to it. Like, oh no, that stinks, innit? So, I sound like mold. Mold is quite strong as well. So, the fact that I can't even smell that, it's mad, innit? So, my mom will come and like, oh, it stinks in it. Mold. I was like, I can't smell nothing, innit? And because where the mold is behind my wardrobe in it, so they took out my wardrobe. It was just so bad in it. So
Mm.
I had to move out for a bit now. Stayed at my grandparents' house while they're away. They're overseas at the moment, so I was there last week. Currently at my girl's yard right now, man. So yeah, but it's all good though, man. It's like it's not like I said, when you watch GMB and stuff like that, I see some of these houses, yeah, and it's like infested with like cockroaches as
Yeah,
well.
that's
And it's
that's
leaking,
that's
and the walls are falling apart, and the damp and the mold is just festering. Like it's mine in
you know what?
like in
Do
my
you
case,
know,
it's not that bad.
yeah, yeah, of course. Do you know what's so mad about that? Doing that those something here, and bro, I've seen that on the TV before, bro. It genuinely makes me feel sick. Now, as far as I'm concerned, these people, right? There's things, there's like there's all kinds of like laws on like policies around like because that's an environmental issue, bro. Like, to me, that's more or less borderline intentional damage because that's affecting your health, someone's health. And if they get like catch diseases and like illnesses from these things, bro, how can these people not be liable and be facing time in jail? Because
Yeah,
they knew about this whole thing and they've allowed it to happen. And it sounds to me like it's to do with they don't want to put a money issue, or they don't
yeah,
want to they
yeah,
cut corners
yeah.
and not do things properly.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is, man. These housing associations, these councils, they ain't got the funding pretty much in it. Or they just blow out the money on other things in it, man. But it's like you said, man. Who's been held accountable for this? Who should be liable for this, man? Because for me, man, it's negligence and it's pure
Yeah,
negligence. You see how like unfortunately, like 5 years ago, the Grenfell Tower situation, and they ain't got the cladding in it. Like I'm like, do you think that's the only estate in London or the UK, the only block that ain't got cladding, man? And I said this over there. I said, unfortunately, it's a sad truth. To me, it's in my opinion, it's a sad truth, fam. I won't be surprised if there's another Grenfell in my lifetime.
it's very possible.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Very
even, and
possible.
even, and even the people in Grenfell, the place is still like how it was in 2017.
Yeah.
It's just what's the word called again? I forgot what they're called. It's called what's it called now? In its current state. The word
Uh,
I forgot it. But anyway, it's a no-go, man. It's a no-go zone at the moment. Like it's 5 years on now.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Literally, like there's so many other bills ain't got cladding, so many places like because with the issue like with the mold and all that is from my knowledge, yeah, it's like especially blocks and all that where there's no ventilation where the air can get
Yeah.
through and all that.
So then it kind of like after a long period of time, what happens is that you get a build up and you get a build up because there's no, I think it's like there's
Yeah,
condensation.
condensation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the word.
yeah,
Because it's like when you get like steam and then you got like glass and then you start getting like the little droplets of like water
yeah.
on the glass. It's kind of like that, but with this, so it's serious, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Built up.
Like I'm always told to like, oh, just leave a window open there. That will fix the issue. I'm just like, don't first of all, don't fix the issue. And second of all, as well, where I live, yeah, I'm not too far from the main road, so I don't want to wake up in the morning and just hear like traffic and all that in it. So
And also,
it's just
when they say open your window, so when it's in, because we're still more or less in like the winter season now. It's winter season. This is where you had this issue now. So during winter, you're meant to be leaving
that
your
as
window
well.
open and catch cold.
Yeah, that as
Okay.
well. Exactly. It's
That makes
cold.
no
It gets
sense.
cold and all that. So like, yeah, man, I've been in my grand's house in it, and obviously when I growing up in it, yeah, I've only lived here for about, I say only, but I lived here now for about good 8 years now. But my growing up, my whole childhood I was at my grand's in it, 4 bedroom house, nice garden, and all that. And I was there recently in it. I was like, I might as well move back here, man. Like literally, what am I suffering for in it, man? But yeah, so I'm just like hopping from place to place at the moment. But yeah, I should be back tomorrow. I think my room's like pretty much done and all that. Innit? So yeah, man, that's on mine. But I just want to give a big shout out to the Quadrao, I believe his name is, man. Honestly, man, for exposing these criminals, man. It's like he says as well on the show, man. It's like you can pull these complaints or you won't know nothing about, but if you publicly name and shame them, yeah, they're gonna start coming out.
You
Because
know
now
what?
he's had a meeting with Michael Gove now, innit?
Oh, that fraud. Oh my
Uh,
God,
him,
bro.
me and
Our
you went.
biggest,
Me.
listen, yeah. You see, back will go. You see, not just our year, but our era of school, yeah. Especially in secondary school, around my year, our year, and the year above, the year below us, and 2 years above. He was our biggest nemesis, yeah, during that our time in school, man. Like, which is, and this guy, oh my God, these frauds get recycled in government, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually mad. How these frauds just get recycled in government. And just before we move on as well, what I want to say as well is that is get big. Yeah, shout out to the person that went on the GB. I haven't seen it. I'll watch it later on because the biggest issue with is you see when they say lessons will be learned, especially like I know Grenfell. That's something else, but it's these. No one says anything until something happens, and then even when something does happen, they'll say they'll do this, they'll do that, yeah, and then after when they say there's the saying, oh, with things heal with time. Like people, unfortunately,
That's how the government works. It's
yeah, but
always
unfortunately, though, no one wants to hear this, but people actually have moved on from Grenfell.
mm,
So even though it caused an absolute outrage in 2017, and it was a madness when we saw it, no one really talks about Grenfell in 5 years in 2022 now.
mm.
So, but Grenfell is still where it was then. So in the terms of these issues, like it will get highlighted it, and then it'll get highlighted, and then no one will talk about it. And then as time goes on, there's no improvements. So how often do these things need to happen for? Does it need to happen? Do the same things need
Yeah.
to happen, but kind of together and frequently
There's
enough?
a lot of these obviously people that live in these type of conditions in there. They're not gonna have any type of platforms. They're not in a social space in terms of they're not in a public eye. They're not gonna be celebrities, are they, man? It's people that might sound a bit mad, man. They're gonna voice their voices, isn't it? So when you got someone like him coming up on big up GMB and all that, you got respect in it, man, because that's how the government moves, man. It's not about they'll react to it, but they'll never try to prevent it.
Yeah, but don't even try and cure it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's actually mad. It's actually mad, bro. People shouldn't be living like that. I've seen some of them now. Like sometimes you
Oh,
literally
and sorry to interrupt. You said as well when I was watching it, a woman died. A woman's corpse was there for 3 years. She died on her flat. Yeah, her body was rotting away for 3 years. So imagine this is probably like 2019. Yeah,
yeah.
this is before the pandemic. Body was rotting away for 3 flipping years, and there was all maggots and all that, and the smell of rotten flesh. And like people like downstairs would open up the window, and a bunch of flies will come around, and there's maggots in the building and all that. And they were complaining. They were doing complaints. It was like,
And
yo,
this is all in London, yeah.
bro, big modern London 20, Greater
You know what
London
I'm
in
trying to Greater
2022.
London. Do you want me madness? That's madness, man.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The fact just for that alone, there should be some serious investigations. I don't know, bro, but it's that's disgusting, man. That's actually
Yo, but hey mate, if you don't pay your council tax, bro, the man will chuck you away in a heartbeat, bro. Chuck you away in prison in a heartbeat.
council my ass, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never been fond of councils. Even the name, I hate the name. When I think of council, it does sound mad, yeah. I was gonna say when I think of the council, I just think of something that stinks. I don't know what it is. When I think of council, I just think of a bin that stinks. Like, and poo next to it with flies. I don't know what it is, man.
Mm, yeah.
I just feel that's
It's
like
what's attached to the name and like people's perceptions, isn't it?
no, but I just feel like I just got an image of a bin, yeah, with poo on the street that no one's cleaned off and flies on it and like
Mm,
clothes.
yeah.
That's why I think of council. I just think of
'Cause
that.
you know what? When you say like council estate, in it, I think when someone says council estate, I'm
No, not
thinking,
council or state, just the word council in
yeah,
general.
yeah, no, I know
Council
the word
estate.
council in it, but when I say council estate, I think one big tall grey block and all that, bro, like beat down in it. No, because when people ask me, like, do you live in a council estate? I was like, I don't even know, bro, because my estate is quite calm in it. Yeah, it's like even just the building, it's like 2, 3 floors or something like that. And I'm not even sure if it's like housing association or actual council in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's been a bit delay in terms of recent podcasts.
Yeah,
So
because the
sorry.
thing is, what it is, it's not even necessarily because of that. It's because as a result, you distracted. You forgot to take your Yo, the thing that you
Yeah, no, it's just mad, bro. It's just mad, isn't it, man? Like, just even at work, man, just like whole transition at work. That's another story anyway, but just, but like, bro, basically just a lot's happened in like the past 2 weeks, innit, for me, innit?
yeah, I hear that, man. I hope that gets sorted for you still.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's the next thing? What's going? Do you hear what's going on in bro? You obviously I know you have. I was asking anyway. Ukraine.
We're not. I'm not living under a rock, bro. The whole even people
Yeah,
that live
I
under
know you. That's a dumb question, but you
yeah,
know we haven't spoken. I need to.
yeah, no, even people that live under a rock know what's going on, man. Yeah, man. Putin.
Klitschko is ready to go to war or something like the Klitschko brothers.
Putin's pretty much. He's invaded Ukraine at the moment. We're on day two, day three of the invasion.
Bro, what's happening with this, man?
Uh,
What's going on?
do you know the build up to this? Yeah, it's like, the Russians are moving in. I was chatting to someone and I was like, man, Putin ain't gonna do nothing, man. Because I always hear Putin in the news, man. Big bad boy, prime minister or president of Russia and all that. He's always talking out his mouth, bro. I was like, man, this guy ain't on shit, bro. And I woke up Thursday morning and yeah, he was on shit actually, bro.
You
It's
know what?
sad, man. It's
Do you
so
know?
sad.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was thinking this the other day to myself, and I'm like, hold on a second. Why do I feel like in other parts of Europe, not us obviously, but why does it feel like someone like Putin seems like someone that belonged during World War One and two times?
Yeah,
So you know this talk about World War Three, which has not happened. Well, why does it feel like he's someone he's a very dangerous individual, Putin, because obviously you know
yeah,
about the poisoning and all that kind of stuff in Russia and
yeah.
people being poisoned and then umbrellas, drinks, and all that kind of stuff. And you look at that guy, you're thinking this guy is actually a menace, man. You look at him thinking this guy is a
Yeah.
very dangerous person. He's a very
You
sick
can
man.
see even by his name and his looks, fam. He wants to be etched in the history books, fam. He
Yeah,
wants to be written in history books,
yeah, man.
and not for the good reasons as well.
This guy is a very, very bad person, man. Like honestly, I'm like,
Typical, typical Eastern European villain, bro.
bro, like
Typical
to
Russian villain.
me, to me, like he wouldn't look out of place with like Mussolini and like Hitler. Okay, but yeah,
Stalin and all that. Stalin and all them,
probably
man,
none of
innit?
them things there. Like you know what I mean? Like he seems like someone that could be easily
Yeah.
part of a world war, bro. And I'm surprised when I think of it in the modern era, right? I feel like how is this guy not in jail? Sure, this guy should be in jail for something.
Yeah, yeah, he's a very bad man.
Like he's responsible for a lot of people's deaths, right? I'm thinking, how's this guy not behind bars for something? Like honestly, but then I think apparently it's because like he used to be part of this like undercover police or something back in the day.
He's
Something.
ex, yeah, he's ex KGB.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
XP.
military minded, isn't it?
Yeah,
So back in the day, so the story, the history, brief history, like Ukraine obviously were part under the Soviet Union, innit? Yeah. I believe in the late 80s and 90s, like they got their independence or whatever in it, and he basically just wants to reclaim the lands in it.
yeah,
And the whole issue with Ukraine is that they've been tempting the idea of like joining NATO in it, and that's what's basically what Putin is from what I see in it. Yeah, he seems someone that's very on edge in it because he knows if Ukraine join NATO and they want to take back their lands that Russia took, yeah, like they annexed Crimea, and if they want to try to take that back, we're in NATO as well. Loads of countries are in NATO. If they want to take that back, we have to back them now,
yeah.
and that's what will basically cause like World War Three in it.
Because I'm hearing that apparently he's been around. I think in his current role for like over like 20 years now, something like that. He's not actually.
Yeah,
He was never supposed to be there this long in the first place. He was never meant to be where he is.
yeah, but they can't. It's not like in the UK where it's democratic system. You can't vote in or vote out someone in it.
Yeah, it's like
He can stay there as long
communist,
as he
isn't it?
wants.
It's communist like Russia. Well,
Yeah.
it's but you should took GCSE history, man. Even I didn't know this exactly part, but like he Russia's like meant to be like communist country, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are a
Yeah,
communist country. Yeah,
communist country. But then obviously, when we say communism, like what really is communism at the end of the day? So the idea from what I know and what I've learned is that communism is meant to be equality, everything is equal.
yeah,
So like even like away from the invasion, just say for example, Like jobs. Like say for example, whether you're a professional footballer, a doctor, or cleaner, or a binman or something like that, no matter what the job description you do, everyone gets exactly the same wage and pay and everything.
Yeah.
That's when you That's when you apparently what communism is
Yeah.
supposed to be. But obviously, that's not going to be.
That's how it's like. So communism, like that, yeah, that's what it's like in Russia in a nutshell. So it sounds like a great concept.
But that's not the case in Russia. Of course, that's not.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it sounds like a great concept, but in history shows us it's like it's always been poorly executed. So you're exactly right with that. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor or professional athlete or sweeper, bin man, whatever, but you're all getting the same wages. You're gonna live in the same flipping blocks and all that.
Whether I don't think when you think about, I don't know how that exactly would work from a general a whole country that all. It doesn't sound like it's something that can actually happen. But obviously, at the end of the day, there's someone that always wants power. In this case, it's this lunatic Putin, and I'm so concerned, bro. I'm surprised, bro. I feel like there might be more. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared now, man. Like the things I'm seeing on the news, bro. Like it's actually scary, man.
Yeah. One thing as well, back to the communism thing. Like when you were young, you used to watch that Russian spy, that like American, like Hollywood movies in it, that have the Russian villains in it. And they're like, oh, you commie fuck. Like when I was younger, I never knew what commie meant, and now I know what it means now, so it makes sense. But yeah, no, a lot more is to come from this, man. Because so I woke up. This happened Thursday morning, yeah. So everyone woke up Thursday morning, saw it, they invaded, yeah. And on Friday, they was like, oh, they're gonna invade the capital, and I was like, nah, they're not gonna go to Kiev and all that, bro. Right now, yeah, they're in Kiev right now, bro. Well, actually, no, Klitschko, bro, Klitschko brothers are there.
That's what I just said. That's what I said. I said literally they're ready to go to war.
No, wait, I don't like
but you know what? Yeah, because I woke up so early in the morning. Do you know what I used to think? You know what I actually thought when I thought they said they're gonna get I was thinking they're gonna get the gloves back on. They're gonna come out of retirement and box, and I'm like, yo, I'm happy. They've been coming up
on Twitter, bro. One of the brothers, I don't know if it's Vladimir or Vladimir or whatever, which one, bro. Like with
Vitaly or
assault rifle, whatever. And I was like, nah, these man are on smoke, bro.
Bro, these people, you know what? They see the Chris goes, yeah. You look at them thinking, yeah, these people will be on smoke for anything. Where boxing,
no one can ever say Klitschko's ducked anyone in boxing, bro.
No, they can't.
No, and even Usyk, Usyk, apparently he flew back to
Ukraine last night.
Yeah, man.
So what, if Usyk gonna forget about the AJ rematch, he's gonna go back.
I know that, but I'm fighting for my country, bro. I'm feeling. Imagine Usyk in warfare, bro. Like on just on the field, fam, and they just like the Russians have come up to just closing in with their assault rifles. He's just like, I'm very feel.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Like,
oh, you didn't get it, man.
Obviously, huh? Go on.
So you didn't get. Have you seen Usyk's interviews?
I haven't seen it.
And they're like, "Oh, how are you, Usyk?" And he's like, I'm very feel.
I haven't seen it. Does he speak good English?
His English is it's not the best.
That's probably why. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, bro. See, if Russia, the end of the day, bro, they need all this military, bro. Like, if it comes down to hand-to-hand combat, bro, Ukraine are winning, bro. If they got the Klitschko brothers and Usyk's coming on jumping, bro.
Because they're failing as well, bro. Their plans are it's not according to plan what they're doing right now, man. Because as far as we know, man, the Ukrainians are still in charge of they still got control of the capital and all that. And quite a lot of Russian soldiers that have been captured as well. So yeah. But it's just the after effect. What comes of this as well is the after effects. It's not so much it's gonna spread to like other Western countries. Like it will, but not in terms of like actual, hand to hand, combat warfare. More like psychological, cyber, like financially as well. Because even what you've seen.
So I gotta get the door. So hold on. I'm gonna get a worse time.
Go get the door. Let me get the door. Guys, yeah, can we count how many times this guy does this? Every time we record, it's becoming more frequent. Yeah, this guy has to get up and get the door, do the blinds. His mom's calling him or something. It's just so unprofessional, man. Look at that. Anyway, what was we saying, man? Yeah. So this warfare will spread, not so much like combat-wise, but more economically, cyber, could even, you know, spread to social media and stuff like that, man. That's what people are actually getting afraid of.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Jesus, though. Always at the. You see what it is? You see with you, yeah. You know when you're on the phones, when you're on the phone, someone's calling you. With me, when I'm filming, someone's disrupting.
My mum. Oh, so can like so jarring. You know what I was saying the after effects of the warfare in it, man. Because even like the gas prices and all that, it's all gonna go up. Petrol. Oh my god, and it's like there's like there hasn't already been inflation. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this actual just two countries going at each other could actually crumble like big country, like big
You know what
Western
my biggest
countries like
issue is,
US
though.
and UK.
You know what my biggest issue is, brother. With war, yeah, with war. This is the fuckery. What happens with war? They always then the thing is, though, it's not just between one and two countries, is it? Then they'll get another person involved. They'll be like a friend. Oh, we've got an ally. Oh, let's jump in, and then they'll be like, oh, let's bring this person in, bro. Bro, this could easily be a World War III, bro.
Yeah, but when people say World War Three, though, people think like just nukes flying to each country. Like I don't think it's gonna get
No,
like
it don't
that. It's
matter,
gonna,
bro. Do you know what?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Because like, fam, like, end of the day, yeah.
Like, it could be no, but you know what though? It could be worse though, because they could infiltrate the banking systems and all that. You know, like because we've already sanctioned them in it, so they can't. We've frozen out their assets. They can't access any money in it. Yeah, it will turn. It will be like a cyber warfare. That's what it will be, man.
Do you know what? I'm gonna say this, yeah, and this is 100% true. This is why at times like this, bro, like men being in charge of all these things are just a lot of chaos in the it's due to Mandem, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, bro, if women were in charge, yeah, we wouldn't have all this chaos, man. I mean, there'll probably be some chaos because there's always someone that wants power, even if it is. But the thing is that like this carnage, bro, maybe the old system of man being in charge is outdated, bro. You need to try it something different. Get the women in charge, man.
Oh, just kill her off.
And
Get
you
rid
got
of
the
it.
German, you got Angela
I
Merkel
thought,
in Germany.
no, I didn't know that still.
You got just get them kind of people, man.
Are you
Because,
just saying are you saying just tear down the current system you have and just implement a new one?
bro, I just feel like, man, them can't be trusted, man, because they will cause chaos. It's true. Look at it, man.
All right, pal, I beg you put that as a title, fam. Mandem can't be trusted.
You know what? That's a sit out. That's gonna be the type of the show. Man, them can't be trusted. Nah, do you know what? I'll be a bit more specific because it's too vague, bro. But man, it can't be
Yeah,
trusted.
that actually sounds like we're talking about like more personal shit in it, but
No, they can't be. Yeah, I know, but bro, man, they can't be trusted to rule the world, man. Because if it's not, do you know what it is? At the end of the day, the reason why we get all these issues is for three things, yeah. Money, power, and women. But if it was women being in charge, though, it would be man, they'd be fighting over, it'd be power, and it would be money. So it's the flip side.
the
But
same thing, bro. So why are you just
no, do you
contradicting
know
yourself?
what? You know what? It would be the same thing, but I think it'll be
But the
less.
way, you know
No,
what,
no,
though,
no,
but
hold on.
the outcome might be different, though.
Let me explain it. I just feel like it'd be way less frequent.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. I think the same causes will be
But you know what, though? If
but
we have all these, if we
on a
have all these,
scale.
if we have all these female world leaders, and they all come up and they all like show up in a meeting together at the G7 summit, whatever. Because you know what they say about women, like when they're in office, like they will mention the menstrual cycle together. They will do it. All becomes like simultaneously in it, yeah. So they'll all get mad at the same time. I probably just cancel myself in a few words right there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Okay, yeah, that's a bit mad. Yeah, but what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say.
So like they all like the thing is, yeah, if they'll all go off to war at the same time, bro. Like, yeah, it'll be mad.
Bro, of course, the thing is that they're as capable of doing as much bad things as man is, but I just feel like it'll be on a less. It would the frequency.
It's just human nature, man. This is throughout history warfare. It's nothing new.
Yeah, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, it's just the causes will be the same as I said, but I just feel like it'll be less frequent. It will just be less frequent. So if there was going to be a world war, yeah, it'd probably just be one instead of two. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to?
I mean, because you know what? There's like, I say this in life, like there's always a trilogy, man. It always comes in threes. It always comes
Yeah.
life at you always comes in threes, man. One, two, three. It
Of
never
course,
just never,
three, bro. Why do you think Star Wars is called Revenge of the Sith? Number
yeah.
three.
When you watch a film, when there's a franchise of a film, you rarely see it's just two parts. It's either a trilogy or there's like 6 or 8 films. Do you know what I'm
Or
saying?
you know what happens? What normally happens is if there's gonna be two, and then say for example, the writers and directors literally planned it for only to be two. Do you know what happens? Do you know why three will come? It might come way less. It'll come at a later time in the future by surprise because the fans demanded it.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. It's like even like the Matrix. I don't know there was like 3 Matrixes in it, yeah, but there's like a fourth one came out recently. Like no one really wanted it from a fan's perspective, but you know what? Warner Bros. Was like, fuck it, we'll just put a fourth Matrix out, bro. There's never just two. It's gonna be World War III, man.
No, generally. What else is happening what else is happening in the media at the moment, man?
Um,
Because there's
no
so
one
many
cares. No one cares about Zoom. No one cares about Zoom anymore,
because I was Zoom.
bro. That Zoom thing, bro. Because we were supposed to chat about that, innit? Yeah. Oh my days. You don't know. I'm not going to go into it because it's gone down a bit. Like it makes me laugh how people can be so outraged for like 10 days, and after that, no one gives. No, no. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know who's loving life right now? Guess.
Who's that?
Guess. Like public figure, and a big public figure,
Who's loving life right now?
loving life right now.
Okay, give me a clue. What do they do?
Blonde. He's blonde. Got blonde hair.
Are they a reality TV star?
No, blonde. I'll just get it straight up, man. Man like Boris, fam. He's loving life.
Oh,
You know, like, the distractions from Partygate, bro. He's just like,
you saw I saw him on the TV the other day. Yeah, talking to
like, bro, it's like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
out at a more perfect time. Because you see, there was like, he was I think he was literally going to probably resign in the next like next few days when this was happening. Nope.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you see Boris. Even though I think he should be gone from an entertainment point of view. Yeah, he's boxed.
He's a he's the
I think he said on
biggest
the show
con.
recently or
He,
something.
he's the biggest con art. He's conned life. Like you know when you con, you know in boxing they say, "Oh, you con the fans or whatever." But
Yeah.
no, this guy he's conned life.
You know what? You see with Boris, yeah, you see with him, bro, like the pandemic, yeah, came at a great time for him, as terrible as it sounds. He didn't even want to be prime minister in the first. No, he wanted to be prime minister for the status, not for the actual job description. He didn't actually want to do the work. He just wanted the
The clout.
the
It's not
clout.
what clout.
The clout.
Yeah,
I know. I don't think he knows words like that. I mean, you never know these days, isn't it? But like, he wanted the status and the clout that came with it, not actually what he's supposed to be doing. He's not
yeah.
there for it, man. If you think about it in the pandemic, what work has he really had to do since he's come in?
Mm,
He's not
that's true.
doing anything.
Yeah.
He's not really had to do much, bro. Like he's just. How long has this pandemic gone on for now? 3 years? Three?
Oh,
No.
but wait, bro, we're out of it. It was Freedom Day on Thursday.
Yeah, but COVID still exists, bro. But I'm saying it's
Yeah, I
coming.
know, but I know like how they said like there's no restriction, bro.
I,
You could have COVID, yeah. I don't even have to isolate.
yeah, bro. That's what. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, bro. Because I knew something missing, bro. When I saw that, I was like, hold on a second. So if anything does go wrong going forward, yeah, we're finished.
Yeah.
Why did we get? So why did people have to isolate in the first
You
place?
know what?
They get COVID now and got isolated, and I don't understand. It don't make no sense.
If I had the ability to like, what's the word? It's not coherent. No, it's not. Is it coherent? No, not coherent. If I had the ability to like peek into like the future, not the long distant future. I mean like just 6 months ahead, bro. I bet we'll actually be there'll be a World War III going on, and it'll be like the pandemic. I mean, when I mean World War III, I mean actual like missiles, nukes, assault rifles and all that. And COVID has mutated to the point here where like we're actual zombies, bro. Like we're running around with guns, but we're zombies in it shooting each other. Nah, that's sick, man. I need to make that into a film.
Bro, Boris. I saw his. Do you see his interview with the journalist the other day?
No.
He was just, bro, the deflection.
Hold,
Do you know
hold
what's
on,
so
hold
funny? Do
on.
you know what it was on? Yeah,
Spin artist, bro.
Huh? No,
I thought you was a bloody spin artist, man.
bro, I'm not a spin artist, bro. What are you talking about? Don't try that. Don't be saying no things on camera, but that's not true.
Man, you ain't got shit on
Yeah, look, what are we
BJ,
saying?
man. On
You know
BJ.
what? You know Google Box. That's what made it even more funnier. It was Google Box. It was on Google Box of the interviews. You know, Google Box, the people they
No,
watch
what'd you say? What'd you call it? What'd you call it?
Google Box, isn't it?
What'd you say? Google Box.
Oh, I fucked up. It's Google Box. What am I talking about?
Google-
What am I talking about? Google Box. Yeah.
yeah.
I was on Google Box the other day, right? And then you know how they watch, you get the reactions to them watching. And
Oh, this hat makes my face so proper round, man. Sorry.
Yeah. And then obviously the audience were getting pissed off with Boris here because the way this guy was deflecting with his party gate, bro, he wouldn't say, and they kept saying it's a yes or no, it's a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
And this guy was talking about process. No, process is one of the biggest. What you see?
That's the buzzword, isn't it?
The buzzword. Do you know what I think? You know, football. I think football started all these terms here and be spread out to the general public.
Yeah.
Fraud,
I use it as well. We use
no, these words always existed, but they've been repopularized. They've been redeveloped.
They're just mad emphasized now.
Fraud, because obviously Guardiola. Fraud is now a thing that's overused now. Process is now overused. What's the other one? But that's what you're talking about. You're saying it's a process or something like that. What's you guys talking about, bro? You had a party. You had a party. You were supposed to have a party, bro. Due process is one. Due process itself is one.
But you know what though? When you're back, when something is expected of you, yeah, and you're backed into the corner, yeah, what's everyone gonna say? It's a process, isn't it? you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what it is? It's when you're doing something, you're not performing in it, and by the time and you're winging it, and you know you're at your depth. It's like, oh, it's a process. It will come.
Exactly. I say that as well, bro. It's like when something's like, this should have been here at this time. Why is it not here yet?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? I'll say it on camera straight. Let me say this on camera straight. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know I probably shouldn't have said this before, but I said it when I was talking to a girl before, and she wanted more from me. Yeah, I just said it's a process, isn't it? What I meant by that, because she wanted to get to know me a bit more, and I'm gonna lie. I said that. I'm not going to rush too much into things. It's a process. You know, you need to process needs to be slow.
It's like when my mom gets. Some of my mom gets at me, like, why have you done the bed? Why have you done it? It's a process, you know. Like this wasn't instilled into me when I was younger, innit? Like, it's a process. Like, I'll get there. Even this podcast, man, it's a process, bro. My life is a process, bro. My everything process, fam.
Bro, getting up to get a glass of water is a process. Get the cup.
Yeah.
That is a process.
Bro, what you just said, that's a process in itself. I don't think people understand that. Everything you do in life is a process. So when you say it, you're actually not even chatting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the thing is, we are, yeah, but not in the way that, but it is. It's like, I don't know what it is because. Yeah, but it's not.
No, you know what? No. When you're saying it's a process, yeah, but when people say no, trust the process. That's where it's slightly different. And now, shut up, bro.
The process.
You give me something to trust, fam. Don't just say trust. I'm not gonna blindly just walk into and just trust the process, fam. Yeah, I'm not gonna have some blind faith in your process.
What does a process actually look like? Like you said, like you're saying, anything can be a process. But what does that actually look like? What is the short term, medium, and long term objections? You know the goal setting that we learned in school. What is all that? What does that actually look like? Like, what is the plan?
Yeah,
really.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, then people.
What's the plan of action?
Because then that's when people start saying, "Okay, this is what the process is." Bro, to me, it's just a buzzword. You know what? It just sounds like it's not something that you use in everyday language to your friends and family about process. It's not something that you use. So when you start saying words outside that, it's like it makes it sound like it has an effect on people. Like, okay, that sounds like it makes sense, you know, because it's like.
Do you know what? It's like my top favorite word, you know. Like, it's a process. I'm in the proceedings. It's a. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when Boris said that, I was like, nah. He definitely got that on football Twitter, bro. Definitely got that, bro. I think does Boris have Twitter? Boris has Twitter, innit? Does he?
Yeah. I think he does.
Bro, Donald Trump had Twitter before he got banned, bro. That guy was a madman.
He got his new app now. I think Donald Trump, the something to do with it's called The Truth or something. Some bullshit, bro.
Do you know why? Because he said, I remember one time he said that, truth isn't always truth.
Yeah, because he's the one that coined the whole fake news, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. He
That's,
said,
that's
it's fake
fake
news.
news.
Like, it's like he'll say that truth isn't always true. So like he might be like, what someone paints something isn't always what actually it is. It's what they decided that they were something mad, bro. Something stupid like that. That's what he said, bro. And like, yeah, it's crazy because he will do something and he'll say that he didn't do it or something like that. Oh, it's just mad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, he's the biggest. He's when you look at someone who's winging it, he's your man.
Donald Trump. But the thing is, Donald Trump.
Yeah. No. Sorry, not Trump. Sorry, not Trump. Not Trump. No, I'm talking about Boris.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I went a bit off topic in it by mentioning Trump, but
Yeah.
he's someone that I'm saying like he come up with all these things, so he would tweet a lot in it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a prime minister, I would still want access to my own Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
As well, man. That's a bit.
But then, like, I hate how everyone celebrated that when that happened when he got banned off social media. But I was like, yeah, but he's not president anymore. Why did you do this when he was president? When he was spreading hate? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Anyway,
Man, let's end on something positive, man, because this is like a lot of emotion, man.
no, it's not
Bro.
I didn't finish those emotions. This story was just a bit
No,
light.
not emotion. Just like a lot of like negative stories, isn't it?
Whoa, bro, it's the news, bro. We have to cover it.
That's life, and that's life, in it, man.
Life's built on it.
Let's talk about Let's talk about. Obviously, what we was chatting about before the podcast, above, but it's been confirmed now that Wyatt and Fury, 23rd of April.
We end on this.
Yeah.
What are you saying? I feel I want to go to. I feel
You were saying before you actually want to go, like, and you haven't been to a boxing.
No, I haven't been.
This will be like our first if you were to go in it.
I think we should go.
Yeah.
I think we should go, and I might actually try and shout some other people as well. So we go. I
was just gonna say, even if we don't like end up attending, like going to a lab, if any of it's just like linking up, man, just not know some illegal stream thing, but actually like watch it properly. Innit?
Yeah, bro. To be honest, though, you see illegal streaming. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, sometimes incriminate myself here. Like I was not on. I came late to the illegal streaming. Like I used to think, bro, I used to be shook. I'd be like, how do you not do that? Do you not? I used to hear that you don't get messages. Like I do that. Everyone does it, bro. Even the most cleanest person does it, And I'm like, bro,
do you know why? Yeah, no. Do you know why? When it comes to boxing, yeah, I'll never pay for it, fam, because say someone gets knocked out in one round.
Yeah,
just like that's under.
The fight's over and
that's under 3 minutes. You just spent 20 quid. Like people will legally stream about football matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there's 90-minute match. The matches are 90 minutes. Like I don't mind. I'll pay like a monthly sometimes I'll pay like a one-off game in it. Yeah. Good, like if it's like United playing in it. But boxing, I do not want to pay, man, because if someone gets knocked out in the first round, yeah, I'm pissed. Like, do
you know what? Hold on a second. I was just thinking, actually, bro. If we was to go to the fight, any fight, bro, if they get knocked out, you pay your money and you went all the way there in person.
Yeah, but at least you get to see someone knocked out in front of you, though.
Bro, that's
physically.
How much the tickets gonna cost, bro, man? I don't, bro. By the way, I'm not. I'll pay for the tickets. I'll put them paying, but I just want to know how much because. They're not because pay-per-view around 20-25 pounds, depending normally, isn't it? Right. So in person, for you to go, how much
that will probably increase this. Who's it under? It's under Queensbury and it's under BT Sport.
Yeah.
They might probably be like a 20-25 pounds for this, maybe even 30.
No, I don't think 30, 20-25 pounds. Because I remember Mayweather versus McGregor. I think I paid. How much did it cost? 25 or 21?
You paid for that, but I didn't pay for that. Bro.
Yeah, I paid for that fight still. In 2017, I paid for that.
Yeah.
And then it was on. I think it was on. It wasn't on
Sky. It was on Sky.
It was on Sky.
Sky Box.
Sky Box. I paid for. Now BT. I swear. I think they do 20-25 pounds.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely. I can't run the risk of watching that and the stream getting all
Yeah,
regions and that.
100%. I'll pay for
I watched the Khan Brook fight the other day, and yeah, sick fight by the way. But I missed a couple minutes in, man, because they kept messing up in it. Boy, but Amir Khan, man, glass chin, boy. Go on, Gosh, your Windy does the chicken dance. Oh
See,
my
Amir
god.
Khan is Amir. I thought Amir Khan was gonna stop boxing.
Oh, he's finished now.
I can't keep up with him, honestly. I feel like he's retired, and I feel like he's not retired, but then he is retired. Like, which side is he not retired?
Nah, I think he's retiring now. But I know what you mean though, because he'll be inactive for so long,
Yeah.
and he'll jump in the fight. I was like, mate, I
You know
saw
what I'm trying
you
to say? Like, you'll be like, when was the last time he's actually always fighting?
yeah. Because I even remember before the Canelo fight, before we fought Canelo, I was like, who's he fighting? And then he'll fight like decent level opponents, and he'll go to like the Canelos and the Terence Crawfords and all that, and get cleaned out because he's just doing it for the money, innit? But no, Kell Brook and Amir Khan, it was a very good fight.
Amir, Amir Khan's got bank, isn't he, man? He's made so much money out of this.
Canelo's fighting 7th of May as well, light heavyweight.
What am I gonna say? Yeah, so back to the Tyson Fury. How much is that gonna cost? Do you think it'll be over £100?
Depends where you're seated, innit? Like if I go, yeah, obviously if we were to go, like I don't want to I don't want to be at the back, man. I need to see the fight, but I've got shit eyesight.
Exactly.
I'm short-sighted, but I need to see some action. But
But the thing is, though, me personally, in my opinion, though, like if I'm going to pay, I'm going to pay properly. I'm not going to go there and be at the worst seat. That don't make no sense. I need to see what's going on.
You only watch like where AJ's fought at Wembley, innit? Yeah, or even like the Cardiff Arena, where it was one in Wales. Yeah, you see like the fans and all that. I'm just like, how can you see if you're so far up or so far away? Like, when you're watching from home, at least I can see every punch. Cause I'm someone that's like, I'm not just a casual. I like to actually like take in the fight.
Yeah.
So I want to see the punches thrown, punches, landed, counted, and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're from a mad distance, yeah, you'll probably only thing you'll probably see is knockdowns.
That's stupid.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So
do you know what? If you to me, yeah, if you're gonna do that, you just came mostly for the atmosphere and to munch a hot dog.
But I want it all though. I want
yeah, but to me, if you're going to,
I want the best seat in the house.
If you go there and you sit at the back and you can barely see, you've gone for the hype, the atmosphere, and you come to enjoy an overpriced hot dog and a drink. You know what I mean? So for me, I'll pay a bit more to go and see the fight properly. Otherwise, I may as well pay the pay-per-view if I want to see the fight properly at home and pay the £20-25, maybe 30, depending on how much it's going to cost. I'd rather go to the event and see it, bro. It's a big British. It's at Wembley as well. Fury White.
Yeah.
What?
I can't wait, man.
I genuinely want to go.
And I'll go, like I said, because your birthday's in April, could be like a little birthday treat for you, innit, mate?
Yeah, you could say that actually. Could say that. I remember in flipping 2019. Yeah, I wanted to go abroad for my birthday, and it got a bit delayed. So it practically became your birthday. What? When did we go? It was May, innit?
Yeah, mate. Oh, I took a picture of their ticket the other day, innit? And I was like, I can't believe it. 3 years since I've been abroad. It was May 16th. Yeah. Oh, that feels like many moons ago, man.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, bro. Boxing, that fight. I want to go. Anyways, guys. Yeah, we're back. We are back. There'll be a show next week. Thanks for listening, guys.
Peace.